This is a day that my Father has made. I will rejoice. Jah, I thank you for this morning. Oh, it's a brand new day. Little bird, they're thanking and they sing. So let's all get down and pray.
Welcome to another episode of Teach and the Prof. Here's truly Teach. And my ever-present co-host, Prof. What's up?
There, good night, folks. Good night. Thank you for joining us again.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, truly appreciate it. It's been a very surprising week. A lot has happened this week. I want to touch on a couple of things that took place this week. One of them is the passing of Queen of England, Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth.
So, R.I.P. to the Queen Elizabeth II. She has batted well in terms of age. You know, about 96 or so there.
About 96, yeah.
And she has been the longest serving head of the monarchy. Britain, 70 years at service.
70 years.
We can discuss whether good or bad or indifferent service. That's not the point, though. 70 years is 70 years.
Yeah.
No representative have served that long, you know. So, whatever it was, we just saying rest in peace. As a human being, we don't give life, so we appreciate everybody's contribution to some extent. You don't have to celebrate it to appreciate it. You don't have to agree with it to just acknowledge it. So that's what we are here tonight, to tap in some of the feelings and sentiments. And
I mean, for us, we grew up under the British system. We grew up knowing about a queen.
And a representative in the Governor General.
Governor General, you know. I remember as a child, I saw money with her, Jamaican money. My grandmother had Jamaican money from way back when with the Queen on it, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, being a Commonwealth country, it's, as my friend mentioned, she's the head of state.
Yep. So.
And I honestly, you know, I honestly did not think her death would affect me. Or I would feel sad about her passing.
Some sense of loss.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday morning, Thursday morning, at 9 o'clock, I saw that said that she was under doctor's supervision. She's gravely ill, and in my mind, I was like, shit, this is it. They didn't say it, but reading between the lines, and that her family were all heading to Balmoral Palace, sound like, okay, she is on her last leg. And I kind of expected, I kind of was prepared to hear that she passed, but when it actually happened, I was like, holy fuck, Queen has died. I was like, oh, I felt sad. You know, and I was like, I don't really care about the monarchy. So why? But it's a human being that has died, a lost a life.
And there's some exchange between us. When that happened, Prof shared with me the surprise feeling. And all I could say that, you know, these things happen. You can't tell in the moment how you would feel about anything. Somebody can say, if I did me, and if that happened, me, no.
No.
When
You won't
something
know Chile in the moment.
in the moments that is different. So, tell him not to worry about it much. It just happens. I didn't, I pay my honor by just saying RIP. People take me on. And I
Yeah, but
started.
didn't you post something?
Yeah, WhatsApp started RIP to the Queen.
So wait, hold on. This was your WhatsApp status.
Yeah.
So the person who
Sorry.
saw it and said something is someone you know.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So the person.
So what happened? What transpired?
No, the person responded and said, so so are you gonna have 9 nights for your loss? 9 nights from a loss? Or it becomes so personal. I mean, I don't know this woman. Oh, me I keep 9 nights. So I said, okay. So, stupid questions. I will get stupid answers. I'm gonna say yes. Of course. But just remember to bring your own rum. So answer back and say, will it be celebrated locally or in England?
Oh yeah.
So I responded and said, unfortunately, LA Lewis has barred any travel journey between Jamaica and England until our burial. And then we kept before, so unfortunately, it will be held in Jamaica. So, but we just continue the foolishness.
No, before we get serious.
But sarcasm, it a message. It has a message. Why are you posting? Why you care to even post?
Yeah, what I'm saying before we get serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just play
and delve into the meat of the matter.
We just play along.
Let's get some ridiculousness out of the way.
Yeah, man.
No, LA Lewis is super special.
Very.
Why do we as a country take every serious thing to be a joke? And since we do, shouldn't we be the happiest country in the world?
But we were answering a survey at I remember what them survey was again. Happiest country in the world. Yeah.
We are.
I know we are number one, but we have held
on the list.
We have held them what I've heard us at number one. I've heard us at number 2. I think the last one is number 2, and I think it's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico beat it that year. And I don't know how often the survey was done, but I remember when we said, what? We lose the number 1 spot? Because the one before that I heard was number 1. And the discussion around it was like, yeah, that's why we get the Jamaica no problem, man. It is in us for us to laugh and smile when we're broke and hungry. Unfortunately, we have the crime, but when you separate those troublemakers from the rest of the population, Jamaicans really take serious thing, make joke.
Yeah, but if we're so happy, I would take everything make joke. I kind of equate happiness with love.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking if we're that happy, then the crime rate shouldn't be that high because we are happy.
Yeah, but percentage-wise, the unhappy ones who act out and selfish and act of selfishness, it's a minute number. The percentage is small,
Well, I'm looking at the top 20 happiest
countries
in the world for 2022.
Oh, there's a survey for 2022.
Yeah, and topping that list, number 1 is Denmark. Sorry, Finland. Jamaica is nowhere in the top 20.
Wow. The survey not come like Kevin.
France is at 20. Yeah?
France.
Yeah.
France.
France is at 20, UK is at 17, the US at 16, Canada
Oh,
15, Germany
UK.
14.
Yeah, man. Is that Europe? Man, I want European when you look on it.
But America is in it. Australia is in there.
America cannot eat the most happiest country in the world.
New Zealand is no, America is number 16.
America cannot in it. Top 20 and Jamaica not in it. There's no way. So them probably change the criteria. They probably change the criteria. It can't change, you know.
List of the world's top 20 happiest countries. I don't know if they change the criteria. Afghanistan is at the bottom
Of what?
of the entire countries in the world. Not top 20, no.
Oh,
Bottom.
something
Followed
changed.
by Lebanon, Zimbabwe, and Rwanda.
Something changed about the criteria for the Caribbean not in it. Trust me. Because the happiest part of the world is over that side there of the world. Some of them peaceful, most crime free, but them not show signs of up. Them country when them come to Jamaica, then them say, oh, people live and happy, and we happy go lucky spirit. They don't have that spirit there, that natural spirit there. Yeah, sir. We don't know what the manager these days.
I mean, chances are our high crime rate might have something to do with it.
This a 9-day wonder country. We not think about something past 9 days, brother.
That could be the reason why.
No, them assume so because the crime is the economy is so bad and COVID and everything and the finance, Jamaican must be unhappy. No, them can't. You know, them miserable. Hey, them white people that want to come back, we just want to see white people, but attack to I really happiest people.
Money around.
Money not for run. We just want to see, we love to see stranger. But I mean, I know. We just love to see stranger put on with fast one. Hey man, you good man? Yeah man, everybody have bounce for them tour.
And this is Forbes magazine, you know.
I don't know who, I can't remember who was responsible for the one that I'm accustomed to. No, I can't. But Forbes is reputable for survey, so I have to just work with Forbes. Jamaica top 20. Not one of them they posted in the top 50.
And that will probably
Individualize it.
Google and ask, yeah, top 50 or something to that effect.
But we drop off of the train now.
Yeah, but yeah, so I've seen so many things with L.A. Lewis and Queenie.
And for a long time, you know. Couple decades where them take on this grandma or something.
This grandma thing.
Right.
Photoshop himself in everything.
Him and Queen, him and grandmother par official portrait of them in well official attire and all them something there. And we have say man say missing grandma.
The man even Photoshop himself onto her husband.
Yeah, man.
Picture. So here's a list of. So here's a complete list. Right? But this one
it's not Forbes.
It's not Forbes. There's still a Finland listed at number 1. I think I said USA was 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Costa Rica is at 16 now. UK is at 17 and the US is at 19. France was 20. There are 21 in this list. Let me see where Jamaica fall. Jamaica is at 36, behind Mexico and Brazil.
Brazil. Behind
Yeah.
Brazil.
So Brazil 34, Mexico 35, Jamaica 36.
Mm.
But I mean, I think we have the best TikTok videos. I think we're very funny as a nation. You know, so sometimes when I see us, like, we are so creative. It just appears as if Jamaica always a key. There is always some entertainment.
Happening.
Some entertainment. And I'm not even talking about anything bad.
No, that's something funny.
Just something funny. Something that we're doing something that we reinvent or something. You know, so I just think we are a very happy nation, and I think we're loving. I just don't understand
I think
why we're so angry as well.
I think we should get extra. We should have gotten extra points for being happy without certain basic resources more accessible than some of the countries that are ahead of us. Them have reason to be happy. Them not the crime, so them supposed to be happy. Them educational system up there, them supposed to be happy. Them
cost of living and all of that, unemployment, blah blah blah.
Quality job up there. We know. We scrap all of that and diminish all of that. Why are you still smiling? Why are you still this? We should get more points, Justin.
All right, boss. All right, we should get more points. So, how you feel about the Queen's passing and in relation to, because I've seen some less than pleasant comments that aren't necessary, in my opinion. People, going back to slavery and a whole bunch of things that are not relevant.
People don't have problem. Some of the people who are talking now. I'm not saying that people has not been talking over the years.
Yeah.
But some people is now since their death. Such as people who ignore Queen's Council. Them never bash them yet. Them not bash politicians say God save the Queen in Parliament. Them not bash them. Them not bash the Governor General, the representative of the Queen in Jamaica. Them not bash him. Why is he here? Them not say nothing. But somebody said.
Hold on. Can I say something? So I guess that's gonna change. It's gonna be no longer Queen's Council, but King's Council.
And so the shortening of Queen's Council in Jamaica is QC. Now,
KC.
It can be a problem.
Well, so
for those who don't know, or maybe not remember, and not jump up on them, KC, that is known for a high school in Jamaica, and then there are Kingston College. And that's a big rivalry. Like we have college rivalry in the US, in Jamaica is high school. It's, some of the JC guy, them not going to want to name KC. No.
So let me share something with you from a friend of mine who attends Kingston College.
I bet you must
a former student of Kingston College. So he wrote today. Where is it? And I couldn't understand what he was saying. Same right. Right here. Oh, so the top player them I go KC now. All who never like KC better recognize now. I say, what am I talking about? Someone say, please clarify.
You just slow to the thing.
I'm slow to the thing. I'm slow. Come here. I expect to associate that with KC. You know what I mean? So, I'm right. King's Council, formerly QC, Queen's Council. I say, brother, you know, so I'm slow to the thing. So, you may have to break this on a layman's term now. So, I say, are you saying because King Charles III is now on the throne, they have switched QC to KC, and it's now a play on word for Kingston College? Is this how desperate you are?
You could allow the man to just be man. Him just, you know, fizzle out.
Only KC people don't do that, you know.
Only KC people.
I said, right. I said, gee, man, brother, you're desperate, man. So, sorry, continue, sir. When you mentioned that part, I was like, oh, shit, yeah.
No, but some of the changes, that is just one of the little changes that will come. God save the king. That's that new phrase that would be, you know, echoing into the House of Parliament. You know, in England, the money would have changed. In all the countries that are still run by our, I don't know if they still use the word colonized by England in 2022.
Protectorate.
But all of the non-independent.
So they're called protectorate.
Protectorate. Turks and Caicos, Cayman,
Bermuda.
Yeah.
British Virgin Island, all of those.
Yeah. Bahamas. Think, you know.
No. Yeah. Bahamas have a prime minister. Those other countries you mentioned have a premier.
So those money would have to change also.
Remember, Bahamas have their own currency, Bahamian dollar.
Yeah, but those are in it. The Cayman have their own money.
Oh, the Cayman have their own money too.
Yeah. So that's not a rule.
Yeah,
it's not a rule. Why I mentioned Bahamas? Because something in recent time I tell me said one of them got charged, and England got involved.
No, that was
Bermuda. Was it Bermuda?
That wasn't Bermuda. It was a smaller island, man, with the drugs and all that.
Yeah.
British
Virgin?
I think it may have been the British Virgin Island. Yeah.
So all those, the money would have to change. But I guess they are time than England. England is rushing it.
Yeah, Bahamas independence is July 10th.
So all those, they are rushing it. The stamps have to change out to now represent the now 70-plus-year-old King Charles III. But what I want to probably touch on, some emotional part, the most sensitive part with the Queen. How do you feel about the historical backdrop to the head of state, the Queen, and the historical legacy that she probably, some people kind of give her direct responsibility, some more give her indirect responsibility. Where do you see her falling in place with all of that, especially that negative history during her reign?
Well, for one, England has a parliament and a prime minister. The Queen, yes, is the head of state, but the Queen don't make all the decisions.
I don't. Queens
Certain
are
things doesn't need to be cleared
rubber
through
stuff.
her.
Figurehead leadership.
Yeah. So I can't lay certain things at her feet. You know, I read somewhere where during Margaret Thatcher reign as Prime Minister, and we had the whole South Africa apartheid and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think she made a statement, and the Queen said that she thought she was being insensitive. The Queen was against what was going on in South Africa, and she wanted Margaret Thatcher to, sanction, and it took years before Margaret did anything. So,
to force the government.
To force the government, her own government,
Mm-hmm.
See, and the same thing goes for Commonwealth countries, Jamaica, Guyana, wherever you want to call it, Australia, New Zealand. She has a representative, Governor General. Governor General is a figurehead as well. He doesn't call the shots in Jamaica.
Once you're not, you don't change the status from an independent nation to a republic. The Governor General still, represents her, and he opens Parliament on her behalf every year, and he reports, and he's paid by her. So we don't criticize. My problem, we don't criticize all of that, but now she's dead, and people might say, like me, say, rest in peace. Somebody want to take me on. Why you not take on the real thing, like why Jamaica is still paying homage to the Queen?
Right.
After 60 years of independence. Take on that.
And that is up to the Jamaica Parliament.
Yeah.
You can easily vote on it.
Yeah.
We don't need her permission at all.
Yeah.
It's Trinidad Tobago did it. But Trinidad Tobago is a republic. Barbados did it recently. So I mean, if Jamaica want to do it, we can easily do it. There's nothing stopping us from doing it now. The Queen can't stop us.
You know what? And that Trinidad and Barbados. Just today, I don't know if it's our debt. Why? I was thinking about Commonwealth, all the countries that were formerly colonized by Britain and
France and
yeah. Then I remember the Commonwealth game, and then when I remember the Commonwealth, and I'm going through the some of the countries. I said, well, Andy, Trinidad and Barbados, are they still considered members of the Commonwealth, although they remove themselves? I mean, I said, I never think about it.
Say, yeah.
So the thing, where people fight for to be, because nothing not changing if you remove the Queen, not change. Because if you remove the Queen, you put a prime minister to do the same job that the Queen was. Not a prime minister, a president.
President, yeah.
Put a president to represent the function of the Governor General. But so nothing else changed. Then why you want to be a part of the Commonwealth if you want to detach yourself from that legacy?
No, that's a good argument. I don't know why.
Because every time a nation is removing themselves from the Queen being the representative, the speech is full of negative, of the reason why we should move.
Why you should, yeah.
And then we see the same people that do, even the one who just moved like Barbados, it puts a fresh in the mindset where we're breakaway, still send people go to Commonwealth game. I found it a bit like we don't sure what we want. It's just a showing. It's just a piece, a segment of the nation, but we're not really committing to nothing because it doesn't really mean nothing. We want to show up a vote, our position in the polls, so we do something for the nation to show that we're strong. But that's where it ends.
Yeah, because, in 1960 something, South Africa was removed from the Commonwealth because of apartheid. And I think in 1990 something, they were brought back in to the Commonwealth.
But if you go republic as a nation and say you're cutting ties with the Commonwealth, still represents the Queen, and the legacy, it still represents the legacy, because it's only those who were captured and controlled by England or Britain. Remember. Yeah. So there's a direct root there and relation. There's a tight correlation between the control and the membership. Now, if you cut ties with them, why you want to be members of this club or group entity? It was a thought that came to me. I said,
yeah, because I'm looking at the list of Commonwealth countries, and India is still part of Commonwealth.
And their republic.
The republic. Kenya, Nigeria, even Cameroon, Singapore.
Is it just a game? Is it just a game, them hanging on to, and nothing else outside of the game? It's just a game?
I'm sure there's probably some trade involved as well. Treaties as well.
But we're not be benefiting from it. That's why we cut ties. I'm just saying. But it's not about Commonwealth. It's about the Queen and her passing. For me, how I feel about it? I feel a way.
How you feel about what?
The Queen. Legacy.
Yeah, I feel a way either. I don't hold her responsible for slavery.
Tonight, my brother was having a conversation with myself, and he shared a video first of somebody saying, why the media is only saying that all the positive things, what about the negative things, what the throne represent, and and some of the atrocities that England brought upon some countries was laid squarely at the feet of the Queen. So I say, I agree that if the Queen is responsible directly or indirectly for some of the negative things and bad things or genocide that was used, talk about that.
Sorry, which genocide did they mention? Did they mention any genocide in particular? I mean, we know they have been blamed for
some wars.
Some wars.
Falkland War against Argentina. I think that was the target. Maybe them said because they were outpowered. There's no way Argentina could fight England. So it was like David and Goliath. So maybe the mismatch probably interpreted as a genocide if them kill some people. I don't know.
I mean, England have been involved in a lot of things in the world, not just the Falkland Islands. And why mention that?
I guess the 70 years. I think they might take in consideration the 70 years of reign. So all the negative things have happened within the 70 years. Maybe that is the target period. It's not just England, but the Queen's responsibility during those negative things.
Yeah, but the Queen has no control over what transpired or whether the UK went to war or not. As I said, no, we're not. The UK Parliament made a decision.
That was reminding him of the rubber stamp effect. Yes. Why not blame it on the feet of the government of England?
Right.
The Margaret Thatcher, whoever was before her, the Cameron, the May, the Johnsons, and whoever they put in now, because they are the decision makers. She does after just put a signature to it and okay, but she can't say no. So why should I lament and all of that when I know all the governance run, So I say, I'm not put no weight on it. Sorry, we just can't put evil, all of the wicked things, the man even probably go beyond that, say her four parents was a part of it, so she. While I don't move on, like Cameron tell us to move on with slavery, when he wanted us to build a prison and take the prisoners here to finish their sentence, I agree with the government by running him. But I get Lambas, the woman, for some of the things that she's not responsible for. No one's responsible for them because she wasn't the real leader and decision maker and move and shake off anything. Can't waste my emotion on this. So I don't know. People might say, I don't understand, I don't plug in enough. I don't know. But that's what
I mean, how more plugged in do you need to be? Do you need to be a revolutionist?
I just a cuss her out. Just jump on it and that we know why I cuss her out. Just a follow. Just a follow.
I mean, I have no emotion for this at all.
Yeah. But we're talking about it because it's out there, and because it's out there, we have to talk about it.
Right.
Whether that way or not, let's discuss it because our feelings is not the only. So it's there, but we just have to share our feelings towards the thing. And it's not every time Prof and I are on the same page. Sometimes we debate here. You can dig up the past thing with debate here too. But
and listen, people are entitled to their opinion, so.
Yeah, but we can, although that we can show in a little educational thing, food for thought. Yeah, you come here, believe in one thing, we're not telling you must change, you must listen. But if you hear another perspective, you can do your research.
Your research, and have an informed opinion, not just an opinion.
Yeah, because somebody might tell you that the Queen run England. Because it appears that way on the outside.
Yeah, because so people were up in their feelings when it was mentioned that
salary increase.
Prince Charles III is now the king of Jamaica. So the headline on I saw the headline on BBC and said, and this is BBC, said Prince Charles III is now the king of, and they said Canada, they said Australia, and they said Jamaica.
Why then was the king of Commonwealth?
Don't know why. They could have said that. Yes, they could have said that. But in the Jamaica paper, it did say King of Jamaica. And people took offense to it. And one person said to me, whoever wrote this in the Jamaica paper should be fired. And I wrote back, actually, that statement is correct.
Correct. If the Queen why the king is not the king of Jamaica?
I said that statement is correct. And look at it, the highest court in the land is the Privy Council, and the Queen sits on the Privy Council.
How do we have choice to remove? We still not remove it.
Yeah, so I was like, that person's statement is correct. So okay, people were, and even people who knew this statement
to be true,
they were like, why is this so? Why are we still blah blah blah? And I was like, you're asking the wrong question. It is what it is. Ask the Jamaica government, why have we moved on from?
Yeah, why at the time of the Queen's death, King Charles is our king? Because if we have made moves prior to her death, him becoming the king wouldn't affect us. Isn't that England asked that question too? It's our government.
Oh, God. So Although I don't know how I feel about him
Maybe,
being our king.
no, maybe it's blessing in disguise. Try follow me on one there.
I hear you.
That and simple. Maybe King Charles, God save King Charles. He nah go sound right in the parliament and them all just do what they have to do.
Well, I read somewhere when they were saying this might be the push we needed.
Exactly what that point I'm saying. I see somebody thought of it before me. Well, wow. You know.
Wait, you know something? We knew that at some point he would be crowned
I
the
think
king.
I think we were open not. God no. I think
But
we're
I was open not.
yeah, that one of his sons, his elder son would have been in probably that dead blessing mother and
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of his. Of him
he's,
at all.
he's so disliked, or maybe can stretch it to hated. So that
Do
they
you
want
see him as a polarizing figure?
the history with his first wife still bitter,
Because even in his homeland, it's not
not revered.
liked. I mean, I saw a survey today from a British public, and his son scored higher than him.
Mhm. And his mother wouldn't give his mother had a chance to step down, you know.
That's why she took that long. She died on the throne.
Even
She
not
died.
debt is only in debt you're gonna get the throne. I am not gonna, and I'm mad at that, you know. So if your mother think that way about him,
You know something. I kept saying to myself, why don't she just step down? I was like, oh my god, she is so old. She should
because
step down. But then I'm like, oh
don't
crap, look who she's gonna give it to.
the presidents have said in terms of a king or a queen don't have to die to for somebody else to take up the mantle. You can resign. You can
Yeah,
step.
you can't step down.
So she just do it just because she don't
Remember,
think she don't think
so
he's
so before she became queen, when her grandfather died,
her
her
father.
uncle was in line for the throne, King Charles II.
Mm.
Right? Right? Is that how it is? I can't remember. Or was that her father?
Her father. She take it from her father now.
No. Her uncle was crowned king when her grandfather died, you know.
And not her father.
Not her father. Her father didn't want to become king. Did not want the responsibility at all. The uncle, he was in love with with a divorcee American, and so he abdicated the crown.
So the father, so
Stepped
his
down,
brother.
yeah, for her, and that's how the father became king, and that's how she was in line, because she wasn't supposed to be, you know. So the uncle
Well,
stepped down. She
well,
could have stepped down.
no, well, history kind of straightened out the thing because she was supposed to be.
No, what I'm saying is we have precedent where
Yeah,
her uncle stepped down, so she could have.
her uncle would still be ahead of her, even if her father took it up the first time. Mm.
Yeah. So her uncle stepped down, father took it on. She could have stepped down, and Prince Charles step in. But I can't see him as a king.
No, but she can't see him, so we. It's
Yes,
easy.
I know. That's why she never did.
I know this is not his auntie, you know, and I'm cousin, no. This is her mother.
Mother.
This is our firstborn.
At one point, I was like, "Oh my God, if she's gonna let him die before he becomes king?"
Whole of England and the world, they say yes.
Oh man.
You know how much people die at before 70? You could have died before, though. Easily.
Yes, long time. I mean, I was like, "Oh my God."
All right. People want this man die from the divorce, even before the divorce, with Princess Di.
Princess Di.
They just wanted this man dead. So the hate started from the marriage. Also, marriage is a stiff nose. This man represented England to the T. This upper lip, stiff upper lip, and nose up in the hair, and
Yeah, he seemed
yeah.
too stiff, too British.
And his father is not. In father that will look that way.
His father is very charismatic.
Yeah. You know, like he might try to impress the crown from him. Yeah. From early out, he might try to wear that.
But her kid seems weird. I don't know why. They're all divorcee, and they all had scandals.
I don't know. I'm not ready enough on the king and her husband. But I can't remember no scandal on her husband.
No. The only time there was a scandal because he was a foreigner. And so they didn't want him to become Duke. And so he had to pledge allegiance. Because they weren't happy.
Yeah, but them do a lot of that because the Queen's father is from Germany. He's not from England. She changed name. Goethe, or something like that. Goethe.
I would have to research that. I'm not sure. I know he's from Greece.
So she changed her name to, she named Windsor. Elizabeth.
Also, they're from the House of Windsor.
Right. So that's a take on name. That's not her original surname.
No,
that's
they're from the House of Windsor.
Yeah, but her last name, she's Elizabeth Windsor. She's not Goethe anymore.
No, but I'm not.
You can research it. The origin. They usually take royalties from the whole of Europe to make up for continent the blue bloodline. The blue bloodline. The royalty blood.
Yeah, there had to be a royalty.
Right. So if them can't find it locally, them can't get it anywhere within the Europe. So it's not necessarily British alone sit on that throne. Can't to my memory. So you can, for the purpose of this program, to bring facts. You know, I think our family is originally German.
I mean, the father was born in York Cottage, UK. There's King George VI.
By the 6th, yeah. You say anything about his line?
The father.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has an ancestor line for Robert II, King of Scotland. And they're from the royal house of Stuart on both sides of our family.
Scotland is not bad because that is not British. I think Scotland is more acceptable than. Where did you come from?
Greece. Her husband?
Yeah, Greece.
Greece.
Well, Scotland is not compared to Greece. I think they won't have an issue with Scotland. Yeah, sure, I hear about this German, bloodline.
The thing is, they have cousins all over. They have she has a cousin, Olav the Fifth of Norway, on her father's side. Princess Alexander. Duchess of Fife. I don't know where that is. On her father's side. So.
Then they're all over Europe.
So. Her grandfather, King George V, is cousin with the Tsar Germany. They're cousins.
Oh, but was George V born in Germany?
No.
So that is the only connection to Germany. His cousin.
Cousin, yeah.
Probably I could go back before that then.
I mean, it's it's quite possible that, yeah.
It's somewhere down there, so, okay.
Yeah. As I've read somewhere where, lineage is coming from, we have our lineage coming from, yeah, he was born in New York as well. No, that's someone else.
What I can't remember.
Yeah, he was born in London, Marlborough House in London.
The Queen's roots is from Germany and not England. But I don't know how far down it go. And them have a name change. Them adapt a British. When them come over to England, them have a British name. Them adapt a name, but the real root is from Germany. I don't know what happened at the time, why them end up, but that's for another time when we have time.
Yeah, we'll have to research that.
But I see blessings in disguise, as you read. That it now go sound good, it now go feel good with this king. And this king is going to cause the Jamaican government to sit with the opposition and come up with a date, a timeline for us to just go through the motion and get rid of him. And in doing so, we get rid of the Governor General. I think this Governor General should be the last. Yeah. So I think 2023 is the year I'm predicting. I don't see us going beyond 2023 because Barbados did it so quickly and effortlessly.
What's the reign of a Governor General? How long?
There's no time limit. You can cross government.
No, I know you can't cross government, but
there's a timeline. No, there's no timeline. Most of them, all of them resign.
Okay, so why did they resign though?
Age. The one for this one, him they have a little bit more, but he thought that he had done his part, and for his rest of his up and about years, he wanted to spend more time normal. This one had some health. Media was Auburn the thought of maybe he probably want to go and deal with his health.
Mm-hmm.
But what come that time, we don't hear nothing about it again. But it's usually because the most famous of them are Flysdale Gospel, the one that we went to school in the 80s. Yeah, I know, flamboyant, charismatic Flysdale. His age. Then Howard Cook.
I remember Cook.
Age. The one after Howard Cook is the one that I think resigned when he was pretty much in good health and age. He never whole like the others, the predecessors. But him give it up. Name a slip me now. Can't see him face. But him I was surprised. I said, Governor General resigned looking this young, and he was probably about 70. And I was still seeing him still too young, I think next year we should see the changing of the Guardsbury head of state. The person who that opens Parliament would be the president, the Prime Minister, in agreement with the opposition.
What about Edward Zaka?
Oh crap! He came right after Howard Cook, no?
No, it came before Howard Cook.
Or
He
between.
came after Glasspool.
Or between. He never reign long then. Could never reign long.
Edward Zaka?
Could never reign long. Why am I
No.
slipping?
123 days.
Yeah. That matters and could never reign long. That's why it slipped.
I think Glasspool got the longest reign.
Yeah.
17 years.
He might come from the 70s, no? Late 70s?
1973 to 1991.
Early 70s. Okay.
Yeah. And then, wow, Zaka, 31st of March 1991 to the 1st of August 1991. But he was acting Governor General.
Yeah, that means he wasn't appointed.
He wasn't fully appointed.
So that's why I never really probably figure it. The one after Howard Cook is
Sir Kenneth O'Hall.
Kenneth Hall. He's the one that kind of leave youngish compared to the others.
In the 3 years.
And the present one doing about what?
13 years.
Yeah,
13 years, 195 days.
I figure I double figures, I don't know. So I think he should be the last. My advice to the Prime Minister, we don't need another Governor General before this one. Move on. So let it happen. Let it happen. And when it happened, we don't have the KC, the King's Council thing would over. So KC won't have anything to celebrate. So I look forward to that too.
Wait, what wasn't Edward Zaka president of the Court of Appeal?
He was something before he acted. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chief Justice. Yeah. A white man.
Whitish. I don't know if he consider himself white.
You look white to me.
I don't think Siaga consider himself white. But him white to us. Yeah, so. Mandela consider himself white. Nah, Mandela consider himself white.
I mean, no. I mean, you're born in Jamaica. I can't see you, man.
Who?
Edward Zaka.
A Casey man. Yeah, I just want some of the KC thing, But overall, people sure make our soul rest like everybody else, man.
Yeah, and
we're not all good. Some we all have some powers. My God.
But she was a good queen.
For her role, I think she played her role well.
She played her role well.
I think she was very respectable. I think nobody had a problem. I hear our former Prime Minister PJ Patterson, and PJ is one of the men who said, "Boy, we are moving from the current system, But yet still, when he spoke of her,
very highly of her.
And I don't think he's playing hypocrite. He might have the truth. She had a role, unfortunately, it is what it is, and she just played to her best of her ability. She never abused her role, she never overreached, she never did to make people uncomfortable. No. She just play her role. The system, no, we can always question the system. And she is a part of the system, a key part of the system. But it's like a HR come in a company with rules and regulation, and we know so the system did before the HR come, and the HR come and inherit it, and because of the HR for the system every day, we know so the system is the system. It goes beyond the HR, but we have a face for customer, the face.
Yeah.
And
for me, for the mere fact that she didn't like Trump, that was it.
That's a victory. She win you over.
That's a victory.
I never remember that part.
She won me over.
I never remember that part. I wonder how she felt about Boris. That was public?
She didn't like Boris.
That was public? knowledge.
Within the walls of the royal palace.
Because that would be extra points for her, to throw in Barris too with Trump.
And you know she really liked the Obamas.
Yeah. And Mandela.
And Mandela.
Yeah.
So she can't be all bad.
And
she never liked Trump.
She born into a system. The system still remains up to date. And it is what it is. Until the system changes, somebody will be there heading the system and just being a figurehead for the system. It is teethless. It has mouth, but it has no teeth.
Teeth.
So them bite, we can't count on those bites. So who knows, who don't know, and say, boy, Babylon system and Queen to this and
we understand.
Yeah.
I would not say you don't have an argument here. You don't have an argument, but I mean, there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, but sometimes it does stretch your argument too much that it does.
Loses bite?
Yeah. A lot of emotions instead of facts.
I mean, another thing that's sad for me is what her death brings.
I mean, I said that. What is that?
For me, I said for me.
Okay.
It's personal.
We still can't see it.
It's a fact that every Premier League game is on hold.
So why you say for you?
I don't know how you feel about it. So I can't speak for you, my friend. I know we love our football very much.
That's true, because I understand. I feel a way first, and then I think about it, and then I understand.
No, I understand why it has to be done.
Protocols.
It had to be done. It had to be done. It had to be done.
The system that we just spoke of, and it like the Prime Minister getting a backlash for announcing 12 days of mourning. The same 12 days that is restored and the whole of Britain. It's the same 12 days. It's a protocol. It's just a part.
We are a Commonwealth country. We are following protocol.
It's people make a big it's protocol. The same protocol that said God save the Queen. That same protocol we have the GG there is the same protocol that I have to follow. The half-mast of the flag at the proper time, the raising of the flag at the proper time, all of that are just protocols. It's not nothing. Him can't eat it, but he have to do it.
Do it. And chances are, whenever she's being buried, it's gonna be a day of mourning, and
there cannot be
nothing will happen that day.
No celebration, nothing. All he announced cancellation of any events on that day.
Right.
And people are probably his protocol is not the Prime Minister. Sell out like him alone do.
It's not personal. It's not doing it to spite you.
No,
it's protocol.
That's spite them, say. He might do it because he sell out.
That's his job.
He don't represent Jamaican receipt. Now we see who we really represent.
Some people are so ignorant, they're ridiculous.
Just part-time duty. Just like a part-time duty to make sure say crime great go down, a part-time duty to follow protocol where the head of state is concerned. As long as the head of state is head of state, there's certain things you have to at certain time. But just let it move on as fast as possible without getting into those meaningless conversation and debate.
But everything have to be a debate. Everything have to be about a Babylon system.
The only thing we must debate is that we change the system. Jamaica have the power to change our system.
Yeah.
That's how we must debate.
And it's still in place, so we follow protocol.
As long as it is in place, we have to follow. So yes.
And Jamaica is not the only place doing it. Jamaica is not the only country doing it.
So this is another thing. The king is one. King Charles is one of the bitter thing about the change the death. The 12-day mourning is another bitter thing. So all these things was say, say Charles has emptied. we have to change it before him dead too. Because we not do this again, you know. We not do no more 12 days, you know. So, so these are blessing in disguise, people. Sometimes we have to go this low to raise. So we'll catch a bunks next year. Right? Facts. We can't talk about emotionally. We have to just deal with the reality. Right? It is what it is. Make us change it. But until it changes, we just have to deal with it. Oh, my son.
I agree with you, sir. Don't you have to leave emotions at the door?
Yeah.
Well, and be level-headed about things. You know?
What emotional about is pushing for the change. That's all. Let's channel all our energy in pushing, pressing the government for change. Enough is enough. But what is going to happen is going to happen, regardless of how long we talk or loud we talk. It has to happen. It's protocol. But make sure bury, and then we'll take on the fight with the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
But if people have anything else to say, and in contrast to what we are saying,
share your thoughts.
You feel that we have left out a point and perspective that you can bring, I'm with glad feet. Because we're here to learn, you know. Suppose me miss something. And why I speak, I take my stance based off what I see. But if you broaden that, I might say, good point. Or I might have something to counter it. So I go see. Bring it come. You know, we appreciate your comments. You know. But we need you to do something for us still. I look at the numbers. It needs help, man. And it's a free way of showing support. So if you come on, so maybe we'll put this at the front. We're going to start big. As of next week, we're going to start big at the front. Yeah.
Big for subscribers?
Yes, at the front. Because at the back end here, you know. So we'll jump off with it, hit them, and they might just do it same time. So the change is coming. We can't beg at the front, you know, and then we get into the meat of the matter thereafter. And we might beg at the end, you know.
Both on both ends.
Yeah. But thanks for joining. But as in closing, Prof is going to lead us out with our culture.
Folks, once again, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All right, and share the video. You know,
don't forget to comment.
And comment as well. Okay, folks. So have a good week. Have a fun weekend. Fun and safe weekend. All right, bye.
And mourn well. I'm just being fussy. See you.
Night, folks.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't forget to comment.
And hit that notification bell.
This has been another episode of Teach and the Prof.